Okay, boys and girls, welcome to YouTube! Today we're going to do something a little bit different, but kind of the same. Oh, I think that line's copyright. Anyway, we're at Oxy, but I don't have a bike. Uh-oh. But I have measuring. We're going to measure how big all the gaps are, because it's Gapfest day, and there's jumps have grown here. So we're going to go and start off with road gap. You! So it's been raining in Sydney, for those that haven't noticed. It's a little wet, but the drainage here on road gap works pretty well. Fresh carpet to keep the lip in good condition. And then we're guessing it's 8 meters. What do you think? Yep. Let's get the measuring tape out and find out. So this is a 6 meter rope, and this is more than 6 meters. Let's go find out how much more than 6. So to the top of the lander is pretty much 7.
About 7.
This knot is the 8 meter mark. So that's probably where you're aiming for. That's a good landing spot. So this would be an 8 meter gap. 7 meters to the danger zone. A few of us have found that. 8 meters to the good spot. We're here at Gapfest 2022. This is Oxy Road Gap. 7 and a bit meters to the wheel killing case pad. 8 meters to where you want to land. Beautiful day for it. Here comes Scotty. So out of road gap, you've done your 8 meters. Running here. Step down number 2, we're looking at 6 meters to the knuckle, so 7 to the sweet spot. Not bad. No breaks into this one. Nope. So after step down 2, you got to do this not a berm, because it really doesn't work as a berm, and then try and get the speed for this step down. Not there is the 4 meters, so we're looking at about 5 meters till the wheel destroying rocks. And 5.5 to a good landing. Yep. And then the corner that half of us forget about, and we try and go left and end up going right. For those that haven't ridden Oxy, this is not really a trail. There's just a bunch of features, and you link them up however you kind of feel like. So you can go left here, you can go right here. There's jumps that way. There's jumps that way. There's jumps over that side. Let's go measure a bunch of them. So we're over on the Prozac line now. This is the big finish jump. We're looking 2, 4, 5 meters to the sweet spot, 6 to a little over jump. Yep. This is actually a really easy jump to over jump. First couple of runs I did it, I sent it to flat, even though it's an imposing big looking gap. So yeah, 5 meters. We're also on Prozac here, so you rail that, it's pretty rough. And then you try and carry speed for this kind of long and low step down. There is an old beeline there that we don't use. This one you can hit to where Scotty is, which is about the 6 meter mark, huh?
Yeah, 6 to the
Yeah.
sweet.
It's hard to get too much speed for this. Like, you can come up pretty short easily. This one's all about really carrying that speed in and trying to get that 6 meter mark. So this is Fish Taco. We're about halfway down Oxy now. Not really a gap worth measuring, but potentially you can gap it a long way. It's like 3 meters normally, but you could land down there and make it 5. It'll be pretty fun if this gets bigger. I can see there's been some diggers out, and it probably will. So we'll measure this one in a couple of weeks. This place grows every time it rains. Okay, boys and girls, so we're about halfway down Oxy now. This is what's called the Fun City Complex. So both Dropfest and Gapfest have a bit of fun in here because it goes drop, drop, gap, gap. Kind of mellow enough start. You don't need to go blazing fast in here. It's all rock, as you'll notice, compared to the stuff we were measuring further up the hill, which was all dirt. This is why Oxy is actually really good even when it's been raining, because the rain just runs straight off this rock and you're good to go. So this is Fun City. Drop, drop, gap, gap. Let's go measure them. All right, so we're calling it drop, drop, pop, 5 meters, and now we're going to measure actual Fun City. So this is Fun City. This rug has been here for what, at least 10 years?
At least.
This is a kids play mat called Fun City, which is why the jump is called Fun City. And it's a pretty solid gap. That is at least 6 meters to the case pad.
Yep.
So it's actually pretty easy to get speed for this. I usually over jump it. It's fine. You can come up, what, you could probably come up at 4.5 meters and be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably want 6.5 for the sweet spot.
Yep, I reckon 6.5.
There it is. We're going to film the boys coming through. All right, Gapfest 2022. This is Fun City Complex at Oxy. 2 drops followed by 2 gaps. It's a step down setup into a straight gap, 6.5 meter for Fun City. Here comes Scotty. Step down. You. That is Fun City. All right, Oxy, this is the veggie step up. As you can see, it's a step up and you don't want to come up short. It's not that long, but it's, let's have a look. What do we say? Take off here.
Yep, 4 meters to there. That's where
2 meters, 4 meters to, you could land there at 3.5, but you want to go to where that 4 meter knot is. If you came up any shorter than that, your wheel builder's having words to you. But you only need to go, what, 4.1 meters to the sweet spot. So, and anywhere past there is gravy, it doesn't matter. So just go really fast and gap. So here we are at engine block. There is engine block left and right. Engine block left being the big A line. As you can see, it's a mandatory drop with the kicker very closely afterwards. 6 meters doesn't even get you to the case pad. So that's going to be 7 meters to the case pad and 8 to the sweet spot. The boys are going to come running through, so we'll demo and then get a more accurate measurement to where they land. So just doing the beeline measurement here on engine block. This is where a lot of us started before we went stupid onto the big one, and we're looking at 5.5 meters to where you're going to have a good day. So it's still a solid gap. Yeah, 5.5 meters, 6 to a sweet spot. So it's a good training ground, that's for sure. Send it. This is engine block. You. Yeah, boys. Full send life indeed. So yeah, landing 8 meters here. Let's get an accurate measurement, huh? So this is an imposing gap. It's got a lot of kick to it. It's very close to the drop. We're looking to the start of the carpet is 7 meters 30 to where you want to put your wheel down is bang on 8. So yeah, 7 meters 30 to where you're not going to have a bad day. 8 meters to where you're going to be happy. That's engine block. Let's go look at some even stupider stuff. This is Vegemite. Ew! What a beautiful feature. We're not measuring though, because this is a drop, not a gap. The gap is about 3 meters. The drop is about 3 meters. It's big, but as far as gaps go, it's nothing. So the feature formerly known as 747, now we call it Little Stupid. Because the 747 takeoff used to be back there and you used to land here where our takeoff is now. The trail ferries completely redesigned it and so it got renamed. This is Little Stupid. We're going to use our trigonometry Pythagoras theorem because it's such a step down. While the rope says 5.5 meters. The gap's probably less than that. It's probably like 5. But it is a step down and a half, huh? It's like 2 meters lower than, at least 2 meters down to the lander. So this one's actually easy to overjump. Cool. Little Stupid. And that's Big Stupid in the distance, which we'll go and look at next. If you look closely, there's remnants of the old 747 lander used as the base of this lander. 747, one of those features that got bulldozed a few years ago with an actual bulldozer, along with A380. So all that's left is dirt now. This is Big Stupid. Luckily, we're here with the only person to hit this feature as far as we know. No one else has claimed it yet. Scotty has claimed a bottom bracket and a saddle seat post, and a seat post on his first attempt where yeah, a pair of shorts. I don't know if you could even call it a case. It was more of a just destruction of things. His back wheel made it kind of to the back face there somewhere. Yeah, so the challenge is it's quite slow and you got to pedal, but you also go somewhere up in the trees there. So Big Stupid official measurement is more than 6. Are we calling it 7 to the sweet spot or beyond 7?
Yeah, about 7.
7 to the sweet spot. There is not really a case pad as such on this.
You can land at 6.5.
Yeah, Scotty has landed it at 6.5, but you wouldn't call it
I wouldn't do it.
advisable.
Not recommended.
As you can see, there is really no case pad on this. There is a rock which is facing the wrong angle. You either land, and you don't really want to overjump this either, do you?
No.
Because it's a pretty big step down. You're going to go from there down to there. Probably not a good idea. We're going to insert some footage here because it's too wet to ride today, I think. No, it's not. No, we're going to go and get some footage now.
Let's get some.
So, a little stupid for reference. The boys missed about half the lander. You can see their tyre marks start there. So they missed most of the lander, and that was just cruisy trail speed. They did the run in from veggie for that, which gives you more speed than if you just pedal at it. So send it! Fuck yeah, Scotty. Well, boys and girls, that is Gapfest 2022 official Oxy measuring day. The sun is out, the dirt is heroic, the boys are hitting all the big ones. We have still the longest gap. Here's a road gap at 8 meters. Engine block about the same. Big Stupid here though, probably the scariest one. Clock's in at 7, but there's not a lot of room for error here. Comment below which of these gaps you've hit. Yeah!